Hey, what's up? It's IG on the Disposable Gorilla channel. Now, instead of making a video to Raul or to Atheism Defended, I'm going to make a video about Raul or Atheism Defended. But for the sake of this video, let's just call him Angry McOLD Balls. I think that's fitting, seeing as how he doesn't ever respond directly to accusations or questioning. He does these debate videos, kind of like his comment debates, which are just trolling. I mean, if what he does in comments is debating, then the time I had sex in 3 different places in my house, that makes me a triathlete. Just saying. But since he doesn't respond to any kind of direct accusation or questioning, I thought I would summarize some of the stuff that he's missed, some of the stuff that he's sidestepped, as he would put it. I like to call it rabbit trailing. I don't know if he's got a memory issue or he has trouble focusing. Maybe you should take your old man meds, and get on that. I mean, we all know how I like to divulge people's personal and private medical information, right? So I might as well do it, right? Because, I mean, people are just going to allow others to think that anyway. I might as well be guilty of it, right? So the first thing that we interacted on is he gave me some contradictions of Old Testament, and when I did a response to it, instead of actually addressing my response, he tried to call me dishonest because I said I wasn't a Bible literalist. Well, we all know that you don't have to be a literalist to defend what a piece of literature says. Like I said in my video, I said that if I wanted to argue that Luke Skywalker was indeed the son of Anakin Skywalker or Darth Vader, that doesn't mean that I believe Star Wars happened. And it doesn't make me dishonest to defend that fact according to that literature and say, well, I don't believe that it happened. Now, like I said, he didn't respond to that. He didn't engage in an actual debate. He did a smear campaign. He used ad hominem to try to get out of the actual discussion. Along the same lines as Daniel Dennett, who I'm going to call Junior Angry McOLD Balls, because we all know it's most likely the same person. A little side note here. Ever since I started to engage with Angry McOLD Balls, I've gotten a flood of these troll accounts that all seem to have been created around the same time. They don't have any videos. They don't have any content, no pictures, and they all seem to be up-thumbing and commenting on only Angry McOLD Balls videos. I think that's interesting. So, Daniel Dennett, Junior McOLD Balls, proposed this whole Judas contradiction, and I had some discussions about it. And while I didn't ever do an official response in regards to what conclusions I had come to, he decided to jump the gun and act as though I responded to him, which is just fine. But here's the thing: he never refuted what I said. He never used scripture or even other theological argument to refute the things that I talked about in those discussions. Yeah, he never addressed that stuff. So then I decided, hey, let's invite Angry McOLD Balls onto my show and we can hash this all out. And I was hoping in that debate that we could find some common ground and maybe bury the hatchet. We'd still have our disagreements, of course, but I wanted to show him that not all religious people are the same, like he likes to generalize. We're not the enemy. The enemy is actually bigotry. The enemy is hate, intolerance, overgeneralizations of people, stereotype. All of these things Angry McOLD Balls is very guilty of if you watch his videos. And I'll be sure to put a link to his channel in the description so you can see for yourself, make up your own mind. So in order to get him to come to my hangout, he said that I had to pass some test in regards to reiterating the KCA, the Kalam cosmological argument. Now, I never said in any of my videos that I believed that the Kalam was a viable argument for the existence of God. But he wanted me to argue from that position because, you see, he calls himself this master debater. But it's only if you argue from a position he's used to arguing from. And so he has to give you the topic. Grey Knight it knows all about this. If you don't want to debate or talk about his topic, about angry, McOLD Balls' topic, you're not welcome because he's not prepared to defend himself, to think on his feet. I don't think McOLD Balls can think on his feet at all. Not at all. I think everything has to be planned out and with his cue cards. That's why he likes them so much, because without them, he's helpless. Now, the KCA goes like this. Anything that begins to exist has a cause. Premise 2. The universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause to its existence. Now, I agree with the conclusion of those two premises. But I have never said that cause is a good defense for God, because there are argumentations against it in regards to an infinite. But I'm not going to get into that because I don't really care. This is something that Mr. McOLD Balls decided to throw at me and wanted me to defend, and I don't really see any point for defending it. But I would like to ask some questions in regards to your misrepresentation of premise 1. In his video, he either misspoke because his cue cards weren't accurate, or he was being dishonest and having his own refutation by leaving out began to exist. But I'm sure you guys are all well aware of that. The ponage is self-ponage, and I didn't even have to point that out. Colonel Aldous Valor pointed it out quite well, I think. But has he responded to that at all? No. See, he doesn't ever respond to the intellectual part of any kind of critique video. He's too much of an old balls. He's too chicken shit to actually address the intellectual parts of a video, which is why his video response to this, if indeed he does one, let me guess, is going to be a screen cap of this video with cue cards and ad hominem and snarky remarks that have nothing to do with the points that I'm making in this video. Watch. So it always seems like there's always a misrepresentation. It always seems like that he's distracted from the real point of the video. So let's ask him this. Many of you may have seen his video where he claims that he was in Army intelligence of some area, some ilk. Now, I'm thinking it's most likely he was the assistant to a secretary of an actual officer, or maybe he worked in the mailroom, of a government building where they had intelligence offices. And so maybe that's his connection, because to be quite frank with you, any jackass that comes up to any Army intelligence officer and says, I need the dirt on someone. Yeah, he's a YouTuber. His name's Disposable Gorilla. Yeah, it would get laughed out of the office. I don't care how buddy you are with somebody. People aren't going to risk their security clearance for a jackass like you. And I find giant hypocrisy in the fact that he would actually use this as a bully tactic. He says that Christians, we're the bullies, but here he is, number one, lying most likely about his contacts for Army intelligence, and then using that so-called contact to try to scare me away, like, oh, you know some secrets about me, oh, I'm so scared, oh, Angry McBalls is going to get me. Dude, I've already been doc dropped, and many people here on YouTube have my address. So, I'm not scared. Bring it on. Bring it on. So, let's also talk about Exiled, if you may recall, did a video to him where, and you can watch those videos. You go to Exiled's channel, and you can watch those videos. But it seems soon after she did those videos, he sent her a PM under the advisement of his lawyer. I could get into what I think he is referring to as a lawyer, but I won't. He actually sent her an unofficial, by the way, because a cease and desist order has to be official. It has to be on legal stock. It has to be legal. He sent her a PM of a cease and desist, which is huge red flag for giant coward. For I'm afraid of the exiled. I'm afraid, and frankly, he should be. He should be afraid of Exiled. I mean, I'm afraid of Exiled a little bit. I think she's hot, and she scares me. But I think that's why I think she's hot. Is because she scares me a little bit. I don't know. I have this thing for women that scare me, and yeah. So, in regards to this whole lawyering up on YouTube, I wonder how his lawsuit's going. I wonder how that's going to work out for him. You think YouTube's going to be scared and turn over all the names of the people that were flagging him? No. He just made himself look like a complete idiot. And that's something that I want to expound on a little bit. You know, I noticed it in his videos. He only has like a handful of people that comment. But he averages between, 80 and 150 or so views. And I think I know why. Same reason why people watch my videos. They're looking for the train wreck. And that's why I own it. That's why I'm like, yeah, I troll, I do pwnage videos, I do drama videos. Because that's why people came to my channel in the first place. That's the name that I've made for myself. And instead of fighting it and being dishonest with myself about why people come to my channel, I decided to admit it and say, yeah, I do drama, and people come to watch the drama and the carnage and watch the potential train wreck. And what's funny is that Mr. Angry McOLD Balls, he hasn't admitted this to himself yet. He hasn't admitted that he really does love drama. I mean, look at most of his videos. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that most of his videos are about drama. Seems like he has a raging Cialis boner for drama. But yet, he poo-poos anybody that admits it. Anyone who's actually honest about saying, hey, I want to entertain people, I want to get into some drama, and so you guys will up-thumb this shit. Oh no, he's too intellectual. He's far too much of an intellectual to actually engage in any drama, but that's mainly what he does. So, I'm out of notes. I've said my piece. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more videos about him. I was planning on not. I was planning on moving into another direction, like towards Captain Osimo, because there's a lot of material there too, man. Writes itself, I tell you. But I kind of got hung up in this whole Angry McOLD Balls and what's her name, Cunty McSomething or other, and yeah, I got hung up on that a little bit, and this is why. I think it's extremely interesting how people are still believing that I revealed some medical information about her. She's letting them believe that. She knows that I didn't. And she hasn't recanted. She hasn't, even, put any kind of annotation in those videos to clarify. That's not very honest. And that's really along the lines of slander. Leading people to believe that someone broke the law is slander. Radio announcers can get sued for doing that very same thing, for saying that when after someone's, guilty, or after someone's arrested, saying that they're guilty, that's slander. They can be sued for that. Now I wonder what the rules are on YouTube in regards to telling people that someone has broken the law fraudulently. I wonder if that's against terms of service. Pretty sure it is. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Don't quite know when I'm going to do my next show. I've been really busy, and I'll let you know. Thanks for watching.